Meningococcal meningitis took away my legs, my fingers, my kidneys. I was so close to death.
This disease has taken my whole pointer finger, 2 halves of these 2 fingers, has taken my left foot, obviously, and most of my right leg.
This is one thing you cannot fix. Death is final.
It's something you can't even comprehend. All of a sudden, you're faced with death.
It happened to my sister. I got vaccinated the day she died.
As the daughter of a doctor and the mother of my own daughter, I've always known how vitally important it is to have your child immunized. It's hard to be on top of everything, but you need to be aware of a type of meningitis that can put a healthy, vital young person into intensive care, fighting for life in just a matter of hours. This potentially deadly infection is not easy to diagnose, acts swiftly, and can be devastating. Some victims lose fingers, toes, arms, or legs. Some lose their hearing, suffer brain damage or organ failure. Some lose everything. They say it's a doctor's nightmare to diagnose meningitis.
We've handled it 100 times before, thinking, it's they've got the flu.
My school nurse thought it was a flu, but she was very wrong.
It wasn't the flu. None of these cases were the flu. It was a bacterial meningitis called meningococcal meningitis. Fairly rare, hard to pronounce.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, but meningococcus is a bacteria that can infect the blood and the spinal fluid surrounding the brain. As a physician, a medical correspondent, and as a mom, I know a lot. I think I've seen a lot. But until I did a story on this disease for the network, I was not fully aware of just how dangerous and vicious this infection is. So if you were to say to me that you know little or nothing about meningococcal meningitis, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I used to be the girl that walked in the room that everybody looked at because she was beautiful, but now I'm the girl that everybody looks at when she walks in the room because she's different.
Like, people see scars and they think that I still have pain and stuff, like if they touch them, but nothing ever hurts.
You know, you still can't get past looking at that 18-year-old girl and not having any arms or legs, and that's what I kept picturing when I first saw her. You don't remember, but we took pictures probably once a week or sometimes every day. We would take a new series of photos that we came up because there were so many changes.
This is my son, Charlie, who's coming up on his 12th birthday. This summer, he's off to camp and then middle school, and that's why he's getting a shot today. Obviously, all shots have their risks, but for me, I'm more worried about meningitis. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
Now, availability may be an issue, and I think that's why you as a consumer have to speak up and be persistent. Is it expensive? Yes. The shot I gave Charlie cost $88, but then it raises the question, affordability and worth. And I think that, frankly, is a matter of perspective.
I've never heard my dad cry in my whole life. And that's when he kind of said that, Evan has meningitis and he was really sick. And then my mom got on the phone because my dad couldn't talk. And, they said, you need to come down here as soon as you can. They're only giving him 5% chance of making it. I remember getting to the hospital and my mother and father greeting me, and they said, he doesn't look good. Are you sure you want to see him? And I said, of course I want to see my brother.
As he lay comatose, eyes shut, lips silent, inside his body raged, screaming to live. At his bedside, the Bozovs endured an unspeakable nightmare. The hours stretched into days, the days into weeks. Doing all they could to save Evan, the doctors sought Alan and Lynn's permission. Could they amputate one of his limbs? In the end, the request was repeated 4 times.
It's preventable. Meningitis is preventable.
The take-home message is loud and clear. Vaccinate.
Think of what I've been through.
Think of my brother Evan.
Our son. It's rare, but it happens.
Please get vaccinated.
It can save your child's life.
Get the vaccination.
You don't want meningococcal meningitis.